Good morning, everyone. My name is Carol Austin, President of Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay. On behalf of the organization and our partners, I want to welcome you and thank you for being part of our program this morning. At this time, I'd like to have Pastor Curtin McKay, lead pastor of the Abundant Life Worship Center and Executive Director of the Sulphur Springs Neighborhood Program, a promise to deliver an invocation this morning. Please welcome Pastor McKay.
May we bow our heads. Gracious Father, you have been really, really good to us, and we thank you for it today. Your goodness and mercy is evident at this project that you have blessed Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay to put together in Sulphur Springs community. We thank you for that today, God. And God, we ask you that your presence would be with us and your blessings would be upon us, not just for this project, but for every project that you do in Sulphur Springs and the greater city of Tampa. We thank you for our mayor. We thank you for Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay staff. We thank you for Wells Fargo, who's been instrumental in this particular project, and all of the partners and funders who make these type of projects come together. We thank you for that. And as we take our seats, God, and we believe your presence and blessings are here, we send up a special petition for Jose and his family, God, who couldn't be with us today. And we ask you to remember them in their time of trouble and ask you to just be with them and comfort them, God. We thank you and we praise you and we believe you for it. In your Son's name, amen. Amen.
Thank you. We are here this morning to celebrate another successful partnership towards revitalization of our efforts in Sulphur Springs, a neighborhood we strongly believe the great promise. Since 2009, Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay has been working tirelessly to foregoing relationships with our leaders and residents in an effort to stabilize and rebuild. We have a number of guests here with us this morning, and we want to celebrate them with our thoughts of wonderful work being done in our community. Mayor Bob Alcorn, would you join us this morning and talk to us about everything we're doing together with our partnership and our partners here today?
Carol, thank you, and to everyone that is here today, thank you. Thanks to my friend Michelle Maynor and Wells Fargo, and to the folks who are making a difference out in this community. Pastor McKay, you and Pastor Witten and Chef Crowder and all of the agencies that have come together with a common goal and a common mission, and that is to first and foremost get out of the silos that we had been in historically and to focus on the Springs and to do what we can to make sure that the folks that live here in the Springs have the same quality of life as the rest of the members of our community. And I think we're getting there. We're not there yet. But we are a lot better off than what we were 5 years ago, and you can see the difference in what's happened here in the spring as we have the city and all the social service providers have come together to make a difference. And I'm out here a lot, and I've driven down this street many a time when it was a dead end, and it's a rough place. Whether it's the gangs or the drugs or the violence or the guns, the city actually punched through that street to disrupt what was taking place here and to make sure that the flow of traffic occurred so that that dead end didn't become a cul-de-sac of crime. And, the Springs needs our help. The Springs absolutely needs our help. And so to know that community partners are out here with us on a daily basis, changing lives and shaping lives and giving particularly the young people better choices and better opportunities really has made a difference. And a neighborhood that was once teetering on the precipice of us losing it is now climbing up out of that ditch. And the quality of life for the people in the Springs is getting better and better every day. And it's not because of the city, but it's because of folks like you who believe and understand that we have a moral obligation to reach down and pull people up if given the opportunity. And Pastor McKay and you know this better than anybody, if we have been blessed, we have an obligation to be a blessing to others. And so that's what Wells Fargo is doing. That's what the city is trying to do. That's what Chef is trying to do. That's what the school system is trying to do. That's what our faith-based partners are trying to do, is to be a blessing to other people. And I think every day it gets better. But we can't let up. We can celebrate our victories, but we also have to recognize that the only easy day was yesterday. And we got to get after it every day to make a difference, to save this neighborhood and save the lives of the kids that live here and the folks who are doing the very best they can to provide an example for their children, putting food on their plates, giving them direction, and doing the right thing every day. We have an obligation to help them. So thank you to all of you that are making this happen. Carol, thank you for your leadership. And let's kick this thing off and let's get on to the next one. All right, thanks everybody.
Michelle, would you like to come forward about our partnership? And let's talk about our partnership with you and our efforts with Wells Fargo.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. As was said, my name is Michelle Maynor, and I am the Community Development Officer for Wells Fargo. Today, we are pleased to announce, as part of our partnership in neighborhood revitalization and stabilization, a grant to Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay. You know, Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay, I was saying earlier to Carol, has been true to its mission. Many organizations chase funding that dilutes their mission, but Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay has been true to their mission in revitalizing neighborhoods and assisting families live in healthy homes, one family at a time. And that's how we're going to change neighborhoods. That's how we're going to redevelop neighborhoods, and that's how we're going to revitalize many of our communities. It's one family at a time. It's one home at a time. So. So, today, we would like to announce a little assistance for Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay through our Priority Markets Grant Program. That's our Leading the Way Home program, and through that program, we as in Wells Fargo, not me personally, Wells Fargo provided $6 million throughout the country to 59 nonprofits. Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay was selected as one of those nonprofits and will receive, drum roll please, make sure I don't put this upside down, $100,000. This $100,000 is to assist Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay with their efforts here in Sulphur Springs, providing healthy homes, revitalizing this community and as many others as they can get their hands on. You know how they are. And we are so grateful to be a part of their success. So, congratulations, Rebuilding Together Tampa Bay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right here.
In closing, I want to thank everyone involved with the work taking place in Sulphur Springs. To truly rebuild a neighborhood, we must touch numerous facets, from housing to education to nutrition and wellness, beautification efforts to family counseling, financial literacy, and community pride. Our sponsors, government officials, we have to acknowledge our wonderful person here. Do you want to say anything? Because you're a part of us too from the city. Come on, Vanessa. Come on. I want you up here. Vanessa's at all the projects together, and we're so pleased to have you with us.
Sometimes I think I work for Rebuild Together.
We were together Monday.
Yes, we were. I just want to say that through the Housing and Community Development Division for the city, We administer grant funds that we receive from the federal government, but those funds are not enough to do what needs to be done in this community. We don't have enough dollars to touch every person that we want to touch. And so it's through our partnerships with organizations like Rebuild that we're able to take those dollars and to make them go further. We are happy to support organizations that are helping us to move the needle further. And Rebuild does that so well, because for every dollar that we give them, they go out and they will turn that dollar over and over and over again, and they're really making a difference. So we are proud to be partners with Rebuild. We are looking for other partners who can help us to do the same, because the city doesn't turn a neighborhood around. The neighborhood and organizations like Rebuild are what turn the neighborhood around. And we're so happy to be here in Sulphur Springs and watching how the community is growing from when the Robinsons got in here and started this whole effort, bringing in the different nonprofits and getting things rolling, to the folks that are here now, like Chef Crowder, to move it even further. So they were able to take the football from them and keep it running down the field, and we're getting ready to score a touchdown. So we're proud to be here, and we're happy to be partners with not only Rebuild, but also with the neighborhood. Thank you.
Thank you, Vanessa McLean. We have what it takes to really make a difference in Sulphur Springs. At this moment, we'd like to take people in small groups to tour the property. This property was a duplex, and is now being converted to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So at this point, if you would gather over here together, and we will start the process. And Pablo, Andre, I want to also thank especially our staff of Rebuilding Together. Wow. You know, Pastor, you talked about Jose, who has a family emergency. Our staff has been wonderful. I'm so grateful to be a part of this organization. And Don Strobel is a past president. Don and I was one of the charter members helping form this in 2000. So Don, thank you for your leadership and all you've done for all of us. So again, thank you for attending this morning, and let's make a difference.